Most coffee table books sit looking pretty, never being read. The Coffee Route is the opposite, a guide richly photographed by Nicky and written by Yvette, detailing their experiences of the best brews and menus around Cape Town.
What are your coffee credentials?
Well, I grew up on a sugar farm in Natal, but on the sugar farm we had a few acres that were dedicated for coffee trees and bananas. So that's my credential, is I actually know coffee from seed.
For me, it's a treat. I don't drink coffee at home at all. So I go out, I want the pretty picture, I want the ambience, I want everything that comes with it, and I have sort of 2 cups a day, but it's my little outing for the day.
How does an establishment make it into this guide?
Well, because we were celebrating the independent and the quirky, the big thing was not to go for any chains, any shops in a mall, or a hotel coffee shop. They might be good, but our thing was to really go for those independent, quirky guys who are doing amazing things with their coffee.
So the other thing I think that's really important about the small roasteries and the individual guys is that it's personal and you get to know each person's story. You feel like it's a bit of a family affair when you come in and order your coffee, and you get special attention and service.
Instead of rating establishments, the book focuses on their uniqueness, like immersing yourself in the Turkish coffee culture at Byblos Trading Co in Woodstock. It's owned by Lebanese-born award-winning barista Mikhael Bou Rjeily.
What brought you to South Africa?
It was a 1-month holiday in September 2006, and I was asked to stay here by the Department of Home Affairs, Education and Tourism and share my coffee knowledge with locals. And so far I have trained more than 1,300 baristas on the art of coffee making.
With maps to get you there, each stop on the route is like another part of the world. For a barista like MAKIVA, learning this art form is a skill he can take anywhere.
From a professional's perspective, what makes for a good cup of coffee?
By trying to make a good cup of consistent coffee, follow all the rules from the grinding, temping, the mug, the temperature and everything, try to balance the sweetness, the bitterness, everything, And on top of that, love and passion.
THEONE was about to demonstrate the oldest, still practiced method to prepare this age-old brew.
This is seriously old school.
The trick about it, you have to ground beans very fine. I used 3 or 4 spoons. Let me take 4.
So it's very strong.
Yes, it must be very strong. Let's set it on fire.
Light that fire.
Yes, okay, cool. And now I like to add a little bit of sugar, just a touch. Okay, and now we caramelize everything. Just a couple of seconds, 30 seconds, that will be fine. Most of the time I'm using hot water, boiling water, just to speed up the process. Just because the beans are so oily and full of flavors, And now that you're exposing the ground coffee in the heat, they will start making up a foam or a crema, and that crema will start rising up. So you have to take it out from the heat as soon as it starts rising. And now, as you can see, it settles down again.
Okay.
So you put it back. You do this 3 times.
Is that the traditional way, 3 times?
Yes, that's the traditional way. So what I always advise my customers is, if you're doing it for the first time, I always tell them to let it settle for a couple of seconds, just to let the brick to cool down, the Turkish pot. Because I don't want them to experience, the sediment, It might be too strong for the first time, even though in Turkey they believe if you're putting a spoon in a cup, the spoon should stand like this.
Wow.
That's how they like it. There you go, guys. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Nicky and Yvette's book began when a visiting English friend remarked on our rich coffee shop culture. And she's right. Great adventures in coffee await, not in Rome or Istanbul, but just around the corner.